Hello and welcome back. My name is Dana, if you did not know, and welcome to my channel. Here we talk about skincare, makeup, sunscreens, all the things. If you like that, please stick around. If you are returning, thank you again for watching and commenting and liking, hopefully. But today, I've already filmed this video. As I mentioned in my last video, I've been having some maybe user error by not pressing play, or maybe my camera eats it. But I'm pretty sure I filmed this already. And so now I'm refilming it because I cannot find the footage, but that's okay. We are reviewing Cali Ray, the brand, and I have one of every of their products. They have 4 products right now, and it's a pretty minimal clean beauty lineup as it stands, and I think that's fine. I think it kind of goes with the brand where it's clean, minimal. I just said that 2 ways. I don't know why I'm still talking. But what we do have is we have their skin tint. I don't know why I'm holding them all at once. This is their eyeliner, which I need to sharpen, and I need to find a sharpener. Then we have their lip gloss. It's supposed to be, I think, a plumping lip gloss. We'll see. And then the Come Hell or High Water, which is, well, that car. This is their tubing mascara, and I have the mini size. So I'm gonna put all of them on my face. I'm gonna talk you through everything about it, and I'll give you my final thoughts and wrap up and see what we think about the new brand from, well, the new brand Cali Ray. It's actually from one of the co-founders of Urban Decay. Wow, they rhyme. Yeah, it's an interesting brand, and we're gonna jump into it right now. Okay, so I'm looking on their website because the first thing we're gonna start off with is the Cali Ray Freedreaming Skin Wellness Diffusing Tint. This retails for a whopping $39 for 1 fluid ounce. I have hairs everywhere, and they're not human hairs. I don't know what they are. It's supposed to be clean beauty. It's supposed to be lightweight, hydrating, all the things. I'm going to talk you through kind of the specs of it. So it comes in 10 shades, pretty decent shade range, especially for a skin tint. Just because, I've said this many times, for a skin tint, you don't need as large of a range because one shade can cover quite a few. We will get into that in a second, but let's go on. And then it says a clean, super lightweight, tinted face elixir, wow, with 94.5% natural origin ingredients, blurring effects, regenerating antioxidants, minimizes pores and imperfections, hydrates, blurs, and breathes easily. So basically, this is going to save the world. That's, yeah. They do say to smooth on with fingers and go. So double tab for build coverage. Pretty sure that's a typo. Basically, they're saying that it can be built up for more coverage, but they do recommend using your fingers, which is, I love that. I think we got everything. It does tell you a little bit about the ingredients. So they have prickly pear extract, which is great. It's for hydration and skin soothing. Triglycerides and humectant glycol, all great, but also very, very standard, nothing out of the ordinary. Natural silica, which is supposed to help with the blurring and smoothing. And then vitamin C and E, which vitamin E is in almost everything. It's a natural antioxidant. Vitamin C, you know how I feel about skincare and your makeup. It's good, but don't buy it because of that. So that said, I'm gonna put my hair up because I have a sunscreen on. I applied it about 10 minutes ago, but it does feel like it's my hair is getting stuck in it. So I just want my hair out of my face, and my little cat pearl earrings are good to go. Okay, so I have the shade, the 4. It's the 2, the 4, the 6, the 8, so on and so forth. And this is the second lightest shade in the range, which is interesting because I'm not normally second lightest, but I looked at kind of the undertones, and if I'm looking at, my phone is right here, by the way, the color of the shades are very interesting because I feel it jumps from 4 to 6, and it goes from a light medium to a full-on medium and nothing in between. And I knew I did not want that deep of a shade. So if you are kind of my shade, I would say this is a pretty decent shade match. That just means that the lightest shade is going to have to cover anyone lighter than me, which to me is kind of crazy. But yeah, we're going to put it on. And I am going to do as they say, not as they do, no, just as they say. And I'm going to use my fingers. Oh, you know what? I think I did film this, but I think I filmed it on Instagram. And that's why I'm like, I did film this, but I didn't film it for YouTube. Like I say, I always prefer using my hands, and I'm just putting some out. It's very, very liquidy. I just find that hands are my best medium. I just can get the coverage, I can get the spots. I don't know. I don't mind washing my hands afterward. I also have like 18 towels down here. So, I don't remember it smelling this good. I think that's the prickly pear extract. I like it. All right, I'm gonna speed through this and we'll see what it looks like after I'm done. Okay, I'm gonna use a sponge to just make sure everything is kind of blended out. This is kind of lately how I've been preferring to put on skin tints. Because I always say, like, I do like to use my hands, but I think using the sponge afterward not only kind of makes sure that it is all blended and there are no streaks or anything, but it kind of absorbs any extra, and I tend to go a little heavy-handed, not on purpose. I just do that. So this kind of soaks up anything else that I don't necessarily want on my face. But from initial reaction, now I've worn this quite a few times now, so this is not a first reaction, but I think it goes on stunningly beautiful. I think there is a little bit of a tint to it in the sense that, like, it does feel almost a little dark for me right now. Also, my eye is burning from the sunscreen. That's fun. Maybe I can get it out. So that's my caution about this skin tint. I think it's gonna run deep on a lot of people. And maybe I made it up, but I feel like they said something about possibly expanding the shade range already, which it's always a shame when, like, it just comes out and then they have to talk about that, because it's like, did you not think about that? Like, how, I'm not light. I'm not a light skin tone. I would never consider myself to be very light in nature. So the fact that I can wear the second to lightest and then everyone else has to fit into the one below me, it's like kind of crazy. Also, lately my nose has not been holding product, so that's not a representation on this product. Just for whatever reason, my nose is like, nah, I'm good. So again, this looks beautiful. It is one of the easier ones that I've tried lately. It's so fluid. It doesn't leave streaking. It leaves me with a nice glowy, dewy finish. I think that is also because of what I use underneath it. But to be honest, you should always be kind of cognizant about what you are putting on underneath whatever product it is, because it can change the whole affect of the product. And I've noticed that lately with the new rose ink, that I kind of have to wear it under certain things and it does better. But that's just a little disclaimer. I hopefully you know about that. Okay, so I'm gonna speed through. I'm just gonna powder a little bit and then we will play with the rest of the line. Okay, next up we have the Surfproof pencil. And this comes in 3 shades. You have brown, black, and then like a dark navy. And this retails for $20. So I think this is a valuable thing to review, because do you want to spend $20 on eyeliner that literally looks the same as like a NYX eyeliner or LA Girl? That's the one that I remember. I know I have it somewhere. It's like identical. This one is supposed to, let's read about it. It says, the first clean stay in place pencil wrapped in a bio-based sugarcane barrel. It's super soft, highly pigmented, and glidey with a velvety finish. From one hot mess to another, go ahead, get faded, and trust that this eyeliner won't. So their whole thing is that this is not going anywhere. So that is good, but I don't remember my other one being like, I don't know, like coming off immediately. I have worn this quite a few times and I do like how it goes on, and I don't notice that it like stays any longer than some of the others, but you know, I've enjoyed it so far. What I've been doing mainly with it is taking it and then smudging it out on the bottom of my, no, this is not the bottom, this is my lash line. So it does blend very easily. It's not hard to use. You can kind of like pull it and make sure it goes where you want it to go. I can never get like the thinnest line. I have such a hard time. And maybe because I still have not sharpened it and I am waiting on a sharpener to get here. But I think if you have it a little bit sharper, you can get a little bit of a cleaner line. That's just the problem with these kind of eyeliner pencils. They're just, you know, not going to be as precise as maybe like a felt tip liner. But I'll put this on and then we'll come back. Okay, last up we have, well not last up, we have two more things. This is the Come Hell or High Water, and then we have the Glazed and Infused. But I guess I should backtrack a little. I have loved this eyeliner. I don't necessarily think it's worth $20. Like, I do think you can find waterproof gel eyeliners at the drugstore, and this to me doesn't scream like it's so revolutionary that this is worth your money. But if you want clean eyeliner that is pretty like budge resistant, it's a good one. It's not bad. I just don't think it's revolutionary again. But what I do like, I don't know why I put it like that, is the Come Hell or High Water mascara. This is a tubing mascara. I have heard that other people have had a hard time getting it off. My recommendation is always to use a cleansing balm. That pretty much gets off all mascaras for me, unless it's truly waterproof. So this one, I do notice that it's a little bit harder, but just use a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil and it should do the trick. So I got this in the mini size, which is great that they have. The normal size is $24. I think this one was around $15. I can't remember exactly, but it is unique, maybe not unique. It's special in the fact that it doesn't have kind of the normal tubing mascara wands. A lot of them have the plastic bristly plastic bristles, whereas this one, it just looks like a normal mascara wand. There's nothing spectacular about the shape of it, but if you do like the bristle versus plastic, this is the kind of wand that you might want. So I'll go ahead and apply it. Oh, I have an eyelash right there. This one only comes in black, which is pretty standard. I know that if you do want colored mascaras, the Thrive one and then the Snapscaro come in a few different shades, so that's pretty cool. But for your average person, black should be fine. There's another eyelash like in between. Can I get it? I'll probably need to get some tweezers. But yeah, I have loved this mascara so far. It gives you both definition and volume, which I think for a lot of tubing mascaras is not the norm. I feel like tubing mascaras are becoming better these days. Yeah, I gotta get this. Aha, I got it. Did I just mess up my lashes? Probably. But like I was saying, I don't find that tubing mascaras are usually like the best in terms of having both volume and definition. They usually either give you one or the other. This one gives you both. Like, look at that. That's like one swipe. Okay, fast forward and we'll put it on the other eye. It's just so easy and you get such good definition. Like, you really don't need many swipes at all. So I forgot to mention this one for the tinted skin tint for the skin tint. It does not have sunscreen, which is great because a lot of skin tints do. This one is also, they say it's made without silicone, which I know a lot of people like as well. So I did want to mention those. But for the most part, these are all what I say. I always use air quotes because one man's clean beauty, one woman's clean beauty is another woman's like not clean beauty. So research it how you will and figure out what is important to you. But they have pretty decent ingredient lists and kind of like a good ethos, if you will. Okay, and the very last thing that we have is the Glazed Infused Plumping Glassy Lip. This comes in 4 shades. I have it in the shade Likely Story, which is, let's see what they call it, Warmed Up Nude Peach. They also have kind of a darker honey caramel. They have a soft violet mauve, and then a pale nudie pink. And this retails for $19, so it's not cheap at all. I'm gonna put it on my lips and tell you what I think. So it's got quite a bit of pigment. Do you see that? It's a beautiful way for me to display that. But see the difference between my bottom lip and my top lip? So that's it applied, very easy. It's a lip gloss. They say it's plumping. I have not felt or seen that. I think it's a very, very nice one. I love the color. I love how easy it is. It smells divine. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't, for me personally, like lip glosses that just do this are not worth $20 almost. But if you are a lip gloss aficionado, then maybe it's something you look into because the shades are beautiful and it's like a My Lips but better shade. You know, the thing with a lip gloss though is it's just gonna come off the second I drink water or, you know, 5 minutes later. So it's not something I would say like you have to drop everything and go out and purchase, but that's just me. Okay, we're all finished, I think. That was a bit hectic. Maybe you didn't see it, but it felt hectic on my end. So we've gone over all 4 of the products from Cali Ray. My kind of initial thought, and then even now a few weeks later, my thought on it are, there are 2 standout products and then 2 that kind of like, if you really love them for some reason, I would say, sure, they're not bad at all, but I wouldn't race out to get them. But the 2 standout ones that I highly, highly recommend, I think are absolutely beautiful, go on easily. Just everything I love about them are these 2. So we have the Skin Tint and then the 2B Mascara. I reach for this all the time. Rattles. I reach for it all the time over my many, many other 2B mascaras. And then this one I think is just so beautiful and easy. I don't know if I would say it's worth almost $40. Like I think that's a lot. And I'm looking at my desk and I see some drugstore ones that were maybe $8 that do a pretty decent job. And I'm gonna be doing a skin tint video, like a roundup soon. It's just a very time consuming one. But if you are willing to spend $40 and you want this kind of product, it is one of the best ones I've tried. It does kind of set down, but not in the way that like it's dry to the touch, but it doesn't feel too runny and greasy. Like the one I'm thinking of is the Ilia one. I couldn't do that one. It was just too wet always. But this one is kind of like an in-between. And I didn't really powder. I powdered like a teensy little bit under my eye, but nothing too intense. And I just think it's your skin but better. Now, the other 2 that I said to are these 2. Like I said, you can get this exact eyeliner at the drugstore, much cheaper. It's gonna do the job. Maybe it'll like transfer if you get wet, but like I don't think so. And you could probably find a waterproof one as well. So this one's a pass for me, but it is beautiful and I've been wearing it and loving it. I just don't think it's worth $20. Now, the other thing is the lip gloss. I think it's really beautiful. I have it by my work desk, so I put it on quite often during work, but I'm not gonna be repurchasing it. I just don't think it's spectacular. If I wanna spend a fair amount on a lip gloss, I'm gonna buy the Fit Glow Beauty one. That one just, to me, is a standout product and worth the money. This one is not. So, that's it. We've got nothing else to say. I keep saying we. I've been watching too many like videos on King Henry VIII and like the royal we. So sorry about that, but I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this informed your decisions. I think it's a beautiful brand. I think it's a great addition to the skincare, I guess, makeup realm. But at the same time, I do think some of the stuff is, you know, already been done. So take with that what you will, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.